Andrea Moffat longs for true love. A man who is strong, handsome, and exotic, who desires her above all other women. She is about to learn that naivety has its price, and that the universe has a very curious sense of humor.
Do you have the key for the other register?
No, try the mouse. I think she had it last.
She's not a mouse.
Hamster? No, wait. Gerbil. Cute and fuzzy? Soft and squishy? You know, you're wasting your time with her.
Hi. Elaine said you had the key for register 2.
Oh, yes, I do. It's over there.
It's no problem. Andy, I was wondering if you're doing anything after work tonight?
It's nice of you to ask me. Yes, I am. I'm busy. But thank you.
Squeak, squeak. You know, you really shouldn't pass up Carl. He's not such a bad catch. I mean, someone like you can't afford to be choosy. Quiet, I mean.
I know, but
he's no Prince Charming. Honey, there ain't no such animal. There are lots of other kinds of animals. I can tell you all about them. They're the ones who would rather chew their arms off than stay until morning. And then, of course, they're the ones who expect you to make breakfast for them as a reward for their performance.
Elaine, you said you were going to give up those downers if they ever catch you.
But they won't. Because my dear, sweet friend Andrea is going to watch out for me, isn't she?
One of these days it's going to catch up with you.
If I didn't take these, I couldn't sleep. If I couldn't sleep, I couldn't work. We wouldn't want me to lose my job, would we?
Hello. Hello there. I haven't seen you around here before. Are you friendly? Let me see. Oh, you're a big one. Let me see you. Let me see you. Oh, what's the matter? You don't have a collar, huh? Didn't anyone buy you a collar? You know? If somebody loved you, they'd buy you a collar. There you go, big guy. Like that. Ooh, you're thirsty. Did you make a habit of it, though?
Scream if you must. I've checked out your place. You've gone to a lot of trouble to isolate yourself, to hide from the world.
Call the police.
By all means. Tell them that you've seen a man turn into a cat. You really must buy a better brand of coffee. Now the Turks, they knew how to brew coffee, even if they were barbarians. I won't hurt you. I came from Provence, originally, a long time ago. I was called Guillaume Dumarchot. I had a great talent for two things, singing and making love. One night, I was caught making love to the wrong woman, or rather the right woman at the wrong time. Her husband could do things you call impossible today. He cursed me to remain forever in the form of a cat, only able to become a man again at night. But it's not such a curse. I have spent centuries loving women, showing women how to love. Women like you. If you ask me to go, I will go. But I promise you, you will never see my like again. Never feel the things that I alone can make you feel.
This is a dream.
It's a very nice dream, yes?
Yes. No. Yes, it is. I just never thought that it would happen to me. You are the one, aren't you?
Am I?
Yes.
Morning, Elaine. Morning, Carl. Chipper, happy, perky. The end of the world is upon us. Have you been drinking too much coffee again?
Nope, I just had a nice night. Morning, Dr. Wood.
What's he going to do? Meow at me?
You sure you don't, need some of these?
Would you please put them back?
Just trying to be neighborly. Inventory, Carl, huh? changes that much in a week unless there's sex involved.
Oh, that's $36.75.
What I would give to be a fly on the wall.
As opposed to a bat in her belfry?
Is that a remark?
Hi. How are you? You know what? I have something for you. I have a present. Here it is.
Andrea, come here. What were you thinking of? What do you think would have happened when I tried to become a man with this around my neck?
I'm sorry, Guillaume. I just didn't want anyone to pick you up as a stray during the day. I didn't think.
I haven't survived this long by letting some fool of a woman put a collar on me. No one owns Guillaume de Marchaux. No one. Do you hear?
I'm sorry, Guillaume. I bought some other things for you. Shirts. Socks.
Next time, buy something that I'll enjoy seeing on you. Silk, satin, black lace. You know what I want. Good. Until then, we shall simply have to do without.
Long lunch.
You've been late yourself sometimes.
What have we got here? Oh, who is this for? Is this for Carl, baby? No, Carl, baby's jaw's on the floor. Oh, come on, Andy, kiss and tell, huh?
Just put it back, please.
I think it's about time a certain fly made an appearance on a certain wall.
Your coffee? I have a surprise for you.
Yes, it's very nice. How many times have I asked you for one simple thing? I want something that a man can stand to drink, not this sewage water that you keep serving me.
I'll get some tomorrow.
You will go now, or I will leave. For good.
Hi, I'm a friend of Andy's. Can I come in? Lately, Andy's been so, tense at work. I just thought I'd, stop in and see how she was getting on.
I've heard a lot about you.
Oh. Nothing bad, I hope.
That depends on what one means by bad, does it not? We have 20 minutes to become acquainted.
I think we have to do this again real soon.
Yes. You just missed your friend, Elaine.
I know what kind of a friend she is. How could you? I thought you loved me.
Spare me the cliches. This isn't a scene from one of your silly books. I've been here too long. It's time I left.
Oh, no, Guillaume. You can't. I love you.
It is the way of the tomcat. I've had my fun, and so have you. Love had nothing to do with it.
You're going to her, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, Guillaume. Please, don't go. Just one more night. That's all I ask. Please.
All right. One more night.
I'll make some coffee.
You can't buy me back with coffee, Andrea. After tonight, it's over.
Yes. It's over. Your coffee.
Strong and bitter. As I like it.
I'm glad that you like it. I picked it especially for you. Hello? Oh, hi, Carl. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, Elaine does things like that. I haven't seen a movie in ages. Yeah, Friday night, that'd be fine. Sure. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, me too. Bye.
Poor Andrea. The injured innocent. You are no better than any other woman I've ever known. You never learn. You...
Oh, but I did learn. I won't be weak anymore. That's the best lesson of all. I want you to remember that. In case you ever think of coming back here again.
Have you been here before?
No, I haven't been here before.
Sex?
Male. He's a tomcat.
Well then, what can we do for you today?
I
I'd like to have him fixed.
A lesson on romance versus reality, with a word of warning for those who want to mix the two. Don't. Or you may find your head in the clouds, your feet on the ground, and the rest of you somewhere in the Twilight Zone.
Open, it's gotta be open. Shoot.
Attention shoppers, Sadler's is now closed. Please use the gallery and exit.
We're closed.
It's very important. I'll only be a minute.
Mr. David, we have a problem with the elevator.
Hey, no, wait!
Attention shoppers.
Galleria's closing, ma'am.
I know, but there's something I need to get tonight. It's very important. Please? Thank you. I'll only be a minute, I promise.
Of course.
Attention shoppers, Sadler's is now closed. Please use the gallery exit.
It's that way.
Get everything? Not exactly.
Sadler's is now closed. Please use the gallery exit.
All clear here. Copy.
The Galleria is now closing. Please use the street exit. The Galleria will reopen tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Oh, God bless whoever.
Galleria's closed, lady.
Oh, I'll just be a minute, okay?
I think they're closed, ma'am.
Hello? Hey, is your boss around? Is anybody home?
so glad you're still here. I thought for sure I'd blown it. You know you're about the only store in the Galleria still open? How may I help you? I'm looking for one of those cornfield kid dolls. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
They're very popular.
Oh, tell me about it. That's all I hear out of my landlord's little girl. That's who I want one for. Please tell me you still have one.
I do believe that we have a few left in the back for special customers.
Well, I don't know what makes somebody a special customer, but I'd really appreciate it if I could.
Wait right here. I'll get one for you.
Well, thank you.
Hey, Marcia.
Give the life out of me. Please forgive him. I'm always reminding him not to disturb strangers. Do I know you? But the boy, he knew my name.
You must be mistaken.
No, just a second ago he said my name, Marcia.
Not Marcia. He must have said ma'am. Apologize for disturbing the nice woman and we'll go.
Take me with you when you go. Please. I'm ready.
Excuse us.
Wait, what did he mean?
Here you are, miss.
Oh, that woman and that boy.
Who?
Those two. There was a woman and a boy here not 2 seconds ago. They've got to still be in the store.
This will be cash, miss.
Yeah. Oh, my landlord's kid is gonna do a backflip. You know, it's the least I can do for them. I moved in about a month ago. I didn't have any money for the first month's rent. I didn't even have a job. And he gave me the place anyway. And he gave me a lead on the job I got. And he's been a real doll.
So, you've enjoyed this past month?
Oh, yeah. New place, new job, new friends. Would you mind hurrying?
Of course. It was important to you that you pick up the doll tonight, wasn't it?
Oh, very. Jennifer's birthday's on Saturday.
But this is Wednesday. Why do you suppose it was so important that you come for the doll tonight?
Well, I don't know. I was sitting at home reading, and then all of a sudden I felt like I had to come to the mall tonight. I had to get it tonight. But why? I don't know.
I suppose your life this past month hasn't been at all like your life before, has it?
What do you mean?
What was your life like before this past month? For example, where are you from?
What?
Tell me. Are you from California? Or New York? Or Tennessee?
Well, I'm from, I don't remember.
Do you have any identification?
Of course, I have my temporary employee card from work.
But no driver's license, no social security card?
I just applied when I got the job.
What are your parents' names? Do you have any brothers or sisters? Where did you go to school?
Why are you doing this to me?
You don't remember, do you?
Remember what? My name is Marcia Cole, and I live at Artesia Apartments, and I work for Saratoga Thrift and Loan.
But that has all happened in the past month, hasn't it?
Yes, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Where were you before this past month, Marcia?
Why are you doing this to me? Think, Marcia. Think.
Would you mind? How are you, Marcia?
Don't run, Marcia!
Marcia!
Oh, mommy, you've got to know it. No! Oh!
Marcia. Marcia.
Marcia.
Marcia.
Marcia.
Marcia. No!
Marcia.
No!
Don't be afraid, Marcia. Think. Think hard. Try to remember.
Marcia.
Marcia.
What do you want from me? Wait for me!
Marcia, open the door. Come on, Marcia. 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 Open the door. Marcia. Marcia.
Let me out! Please let me go home!
Oh, dear. Now you're running yourself ragged. Marcia, you look so tired.
Marcia.
Marcia.
Please, Marcia.
Let me out. Please let me out. Let me go home.
Marcia.
Please, Marcia, stop running. Marcia,
What do you want from me?
we want you to think, to remember.
I don't want to think. I want to go home.
Marcia, you are home.
What is the matter with you?
I'm a mannequin. We all are.
No! No! Help! Help, security! Help, anybody, help!
So are you.
Marcia, I'm waiting for you. We want you back, Marcia. We want you back. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
Marcia, come home, Marcia.
Marcia.
Stop this, Marcia.
We missed you, Marcia.
Please,
Don't be afraid.
Marcia. Marcia, welcome back. Don't fight it, Marcia. You had your turn to go out and experience the real world for a month. Now it's someone else's turn. It's only fair.
He's right.
The Galleria. All of our shops are now open for business. We'll be open until 9 o'clock tonight. We'd like to remind our travelers that the Galleria offers 3 hours free parking.
Morning, Sadler's White Sale.
Imagine standing forever still, unable to act, to speak, to touch a reassuring hand. If you were released from such a fate, even for a while, wouldn't you hope to forget?
He's fine, dear. He's just playing.
You know I worry, Ernest.
I know, dear.
Bring. Dinner's ready. Toby? Toby, are you hungry?
Donuts, Mama, donuts.
No, son. You had donuts yesterday. Come on, Toby. Come on. You like chicken. No, Toby. Come on.
Donuts.
Now, you eat the dinner your mama cooked.
Maybe for dessert.
If you eat your dinner.
Toby, chew your food.
Donuts.
All right, Toby, let Daddy get the picture.
Donuts. Bring.
He didn't look at the picture. Mary, he did it without looking at the picture. He's never done it.
Yes, he has. It's only donuts, Ernest. You know how much he loves them.
Mama, donut.
Chew. Toby, shh. Hurts, Mama.
Hurts.
Toby, it's all right now, Toby. Oh, shh. Mama's going to take your temperature. Now.
Hurts, Mama. Hurts.
I was afraid of this. It's those donuts.
2. He only had 2.
Mary, if he doesn't need to see the picture anymore, he could have had another dozen donuts after we put him to bed. Or anything else for that matter. You know he will eat anything he can fit in his mouth.
He's burning up. Call that nice Dr. Keller. He'll come. I know he will.
He doesn't make house calls anymore, Mary. No one makes house calls anymore.
Oh, he'll have to. Tell him it's an emergency.
And he'll tell me that's what emergency rooms are for. We've been through this before, Mary.
Tell him. Just tell him.
Tell him what?
Are you calling Dr. Keller?
I'm calling an ambulance.
We can't. Is he all right? Toby, is he all right? What's wrong with him?
It's food poisoning. We pumped his stomach. I'm sure he'll be fine, but I like to keep him overnight for observation.
Overnight? Is that necessary? Our boy is very uncomfortable away from home.
Well, don't worry. We'll take good care of him. The children's ward has color television, lots of comic books, games.
No. If he must stay, he will stay, but he must have a private room. My wife and I will stay with him. There'll be no television, no comic books.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements for the room.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Ross. I'm Miss Kemp. And this must be Toby.
Toby.
I'm Miss Kemp, Toby.
Hello, Miss Kemp. Toby seems, well, just fine this morning, so we'd like to take him home.
Oh, I'm sure the doctor will be discharging him shortly. In the meantime, I'd like to have a little chat with you.
Chat?
I think we would just prefer to take our son home as soon as possible.
Yes, of course, I understand that. But I do have a few questions. You see, I'm with Children and Family Services, Mr. Ross. With regards to your son's schooling, for instance, we have no record of any.
Toby's retarded.
He doesn't understand school. He's a very special boy. He's very excitable.
Well, of course, I wasn't talking about an ordinary curriculum. You do know, don't you, that even the most severely retarded children can be educable. There's special classes for boys and girls like Toby.
We do appreciate your concern, Miss Kemp, but we prefer to take care of our son ourselves.
He's very suggestible. He's a sweet boy, but he doesn't understand.
But we've made such great strides in treating children like Toby, special children. Come, by now we can teach them to be almost completely...
What? No, Toby, no!
Pictures, give!
No pictures, no!
It's all right, I've read it. If he likes the pictures, let him have it. Here, Toby, do you want it?
Pictures, Mama!
Toby, it's all right. Mama's here. Now, Toby, we're going to take you home, and you can look at your toy book. Toby. Toby, don't cry.
We don't allow him to look at such things.
It's only a magazine. There's nothing wrong with a magazine.
We'll be the judge of what's right and wrong for our son, Miss Kemp. Get the boys' things, Mary. We're leaving.
Wait a minute. You can't just walk out of here.
Can't we?
I feel sorry for the kid. Anything we can do?
Yeah, I can look into the home situation. I mean, these aren't the dark ages, right? Expect I'll be seeing a lot of the Ross family.
All right, now we're home. We're home. Now everything's going to be fine now that we're home. Now, here you go play. Be a good boy. Ernest, what are we going to do? He saw it. I know he did. He was staring at it all the way down the block. What if he brings it?
Mary, he's home. He has his toy book. He will forget. It was only a squirrel. It will be dead if it arrives. I will bury it in the backyard with the others. I will get rid of it, like I always do, don't I? Please, remember your heart now. Don't concern yourself.
You know I worry. Well, Ernest, that woman, Miss Kemp, what if
She won't bother us. I'll take care of it. Mary, please.
He's a good boy, Ernest. He just doesn't understand. Maybe that woman is right. Maybe a class, some kind of a special teacher.
Mary.
Just a little help. Just for a few days, just a couple of hours. That's not wrong of me, is it? For just a few hours. Maybe we could go to dinner to a nice restaurant. Just the two of us. Or maybe we could go to a movie. How long has it been since we've seen a movie?
I know you're tired. It would be nice to have someone share the burden, but we can't, Mary. We can't. He's ours. Our son, our responsibility. If we leave him alone for just a few hours, there's no telling what sort of things he might see. Or what he might bring. Mary, I made you some tea.
Ernest. How nice. You didn't need to do that. Where's Toby?
He's still in his room. He's playing or sleeping. He's fine, dear. Just have some tea and try not to worry.
You know I can't help it. I'll just peek in and see if he's all right. I'll be right back. Toby? 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 Toby, what are you...
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Mr. Ross. I'm so sorry about your wife.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. Mary. She was so very tired, Miss Kemp. She was never a very strong woman, and all the stress.
Hello, Toby.
Toby.
You've come about Toby, of course.
I don't mean to intrude on your grief, Mr. Ross. I really don't. But I do believe that you need my help now more than ever with your wife gone. So I've brought some literature you may want to take a look at.
You want to put him in an institution?
Pictures! Pictures!
It's very nice. I won't send Toby away. Now, if you're done, I'm very tired.
I'm not done, Mr. Ross. I've done some investigating since the last time we spoke. I've talked to your neighbors and to your former employer and your wife's family. And frankly, Mr. Ross, unless you're willing to listen to reason, I believe I have grounds to remove Toby from your custody.
See?
Your treatment of the boy is appalling. It's almost medieval. According to your neighbors, he's a virtual prisoner here. You never take him outside, not even for walks. You've boarded up the windows of this house. You don't allow him to play with other children. You don't take him to the park or the playground or even the zoo. According to your wife's sister, you don't even allow him the meager solace of a television set.
No, we don't. It's all right, Toby. It's all right. She won't hurt you. She won't hurt you.
No, I think you've hurt him enough already yourself.
Sit down, Miss Kemp. Don't say another word. Just sit down. You want to take Toby from me? Then maybe it's time you knew something about him. Boy loves books. Photo books, comics, magazines, anything with pictures in it. Toby. Come, Toby. Come on, Papa. Come. Bring for Papa. Bring it here. Bring, Toby.
Bring!
Sharp. No. Sharp. There are a lot of sharp things in this world, Miss Kemp. A lot of dangerous things. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ross. I'm trying to talk to you about your son's future, and you're doing parlor tricks.
Prove it to yourself. Go on.
All right, Toby. Bring this. Mr. Ross, this is not...
Bring!
What is this, Mr. Ross? Some kind of miracle?
A miracle, no, Miss Kemp. It's more like a curse.
Why do you say that, Mr. Ross? This boy has a gift. He has a talent nobody else has ever had.
He saw a puppy on television one day before we got rid of this set. He wanted it, so he brought it. It was dead when it arrived. He can bring back living things, but he forgets. Our backyard is full of what I've buried there. Do you still want to take him to the zoo, Miss Kemp? Do you still think he needs to play with other children? Most of the time, he needs a picture. Now, sometimes Toby just remembers.
I owe you an apology.
Toby was never the prisoner. It was us, Mary and me.
All right, Mr. Ross. Listen to me. It doesn't have to be that way. Toby still needs help. He needs it now more than ever.
You know what kind of help the world will give him. They'll lock him up, run their tests and experiments, use him if they could for whatever they want. Toby won't say no. He can't say no. And when they're finished with him, what will the life of one little retarded boy be worth? He is my son, and this is his home. Get out! Out! Get out! Get out!
Mr. Ross, I cannot leave here and forget what I've seen and heard. I have to report this.
Get out! No, Toby! Toby, please, God! Toby, no! Oh, Toby, no! Toby! Oh, look! Oh, look, that's our mama. That's our mama. That's our look. I'll take it away. I'll take it away. I'll take it out. It's all right, Evan. I'm sorry. Mary, the picture, he doesn't understand. It was my fault. I never should have. It's time. It's time. You've always been such a good boy. Yeah. Look. Look, Toby. Look. Look. See? Oh. Oh. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. All the colors, like a sunset, all red and yellow and orange. Isn't that pretty? I love you, my good boy.
Bon appetit.
Found this in my office, on the floor. I think you dropped it. Ira, I've seen you staring at that picture before, mooning over it. Look, I know it's none of my business, and I shouldn't pry, but are you and Valerie having, problems?
Marvin, what are you talking about?
She isn't a client, is she?
A client?
Ira, is there something going on
with her? Can you believe it? He wanted to know if I was having an affair with the girl in the picture.
And what did you say?
What do you think? I said, Marvin, you yut, that's my wife.
You didn't even recognize me?
Well, come on, sweetheart. I mean, you were just a girl back then.
Oh, I see. In other words, now I look so much older.
No, you're more mature now. Then you were flighty, you were silly, you were cute.
What am I now? Quasimodo? So that's why you're always mooning over that picture.
Of course not, sweetheart. That's not what I meant at all. It's just, I don't know, back then, things were different. I was different. You were different.
We were kids. Would you really still rather be driving around in that stupid old van of yours, searching for ourselves, finding who knows what kind of body lice?
Don't tell me you don't miss those days. You said so yourself. I couldn't get enough of you in those days. I was insatiable.
Well, it certainly wasn't my sense of style that attracted you. I looked like a bag lady. But if you want to see cute...
Listen, Val, I really don't want to see another picture of your damn dog.
Not the dog, Ira. You were adorable. I'd really like to see you going into court looking like that.
Why can't we be more like we were back then?
It's late. I gotta get up early.
Hey. I am still insatiable, you know.
So take an appetite suppressant or something. I'm going to sleep.
Never denied that Cal Methyl dumped the stuff there. Was saying that since it was all done over 30 years ago, that their culpability must be viewed in an historical fashion.
That is the most self-serving argument I've ever heard in my life.
In 1958, the prevailing opinion about a corporation's responsibility to the environment was vastly different. Cal Methyl will clean up the site, and that'll be that. Besides, no one's health was impaired.
Marvin, how do you sleep at night? Mothers give birth to deformed babies because of our climate.
How can anyone doubt the public-mindedness of a corporation that sponsors 2 symphonies and 3 TV documentaries a year, all on endangered species?
We're not a PR firm, for God's sake.
Come on, man. The argument is not without precedent. You know it. It's exactly the same position that Ogilvy, Melnick, Blinkman, and Schramm used in the New Hampshire versus Fahrenheit case, which, as you very well know, the smart one says is going to be upheld.
Marvin, pull over. Stop the car. Stop the car, Marvin, right now!
But Ira, the reservation's for 12:30.
Can't help it, Marvin. I'll see you back at the office.
I'm 12 way there already.
Valerie, what is this? Some kind of a joke?
I knew it. I knew you'd freak when you saw me.
What'd you do to your hair? You supposed to be at work now?
Cool out, Ira. Don't you like what you see?
Val, this isn't funny.
It isn't supposed to be. Come on, Ira, relax. You've been wanting me this way for a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Then quit fighting me.
A joke is a joke, Val.
Call
This is ridiculous.
her. Call her.
How did you do this? You look so young.
Call her.
Hello, aerobics. Can I help you?
Yeah, Annie?
Ira?
Yeah, it's Ira, right. Valerie's not there, is she?
Yeah, of course she is.
She is?
I told you.
Yeah, you want to talk to her?
Yeah.
I'll put her on.
Hello?
Valerie?
Ira?
What's wrong, hon? You sound...
Wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I won't be home for dinner.
You have a late appointment.
I have a late appointment.
Oh. Okay. Ira?
Yeah, Val, listen, I'll get something to eat somewhere.
Love is all you need.
Love is all I need. Listen, Val, I'll get something at the deli, okay?
Ira, are you sure you're all right? You sound like you've had a stroke.
No, I'm fine. I'm real fine.
You were incredible.
The whole afternoon's ahead of us.
Val, I am totally wiped out. I'd have to be hospitalized by nightfall. This day, it's real. You are real.
And I'll be here for you whenever you want me.
But how did you? Where did you?
I'm the girl you married, Ira. The one you dream about. You don't ask so many questions, Ira. You can blow a good thing that way. Don't you get it? You've been thinking so much about the way it used to be that what you want so bad has become real. That's me. The Valerie that you remember. The one you hoped would never change. And I haven't.
I wish I could say the same.
Tell me about it. What's with the suits?
That is my court costume.
You did it. You're a public defender like you are.
Corporate counsel.
Bummer.
Well, my life's not so bad.
Then why are you so sad? You never used to be a sad person, Ira. What happened?
Valerie, yippies turned into yuppies. Jerry Rubin runs a business networking salon, whatever the hell that might be, and that is what happened. Okay, I know how that must sound, and you're right. There's much more to it than that. I'm just being facile. I'm oversimplifying. I mean, it's a whole evolution of the social infrastructure we're talking here. Something much more gradual, much more complex. Geez, Val, you gotta understand. You must. You were there. We were gonna change the world, remember? Somewhere along the line, I don't know, we lost each other somehow. Est and the me decade, leveraged buyouts, tanning parlors, aerobicizing. Seems like nobody cares about anybody anymore, except himself. Our focus just narrowed.
Then we need to expand it. Let's do some window pane and watch the walls melt.
Valerie, if I went anywhere near LSD, we could watch my brains melt right out my ears. Sweetheart, nobody does that anymore. Wake up, smell the 80s.
Jeez, Ira, you are a stone drag.
Where you going? You just got here.
You know, man, We used to laugh at people like you.
Valerie?
I'm in here.
Who's laughing in here?
The TV, Ira. I turned it off when I heard you come in. There's nobody here but me and Herman Hesse.
Sid Harton, huh? Wow. You know, there was a time that I thought the whole damn key to existence was contained in this book. You were reading with the TV on?
Yeah, I just got an urge. It's something you said last night.
Don't stop on my account.
I was just about ready to go to bed anyway.
You go on. I'll be up in a while. I have some transcripts to proof.
I called your office today. The receptionist said you never came back from lunch.
Yeah. There was a meeting at Cal Methel on short notice. Took all day.
Okay, Ira. could you all let it happen?
It wasn't exactly a conscious choice we made.
I mean, how could anybody who cared about money as little as you did suddenly need to have it so fast and so often that you have to have it from a little machine on the street?
I guess I figured if I couldn't change the world, I'd settle for a little corner of it. Mine. Ours. Make it safe and secure, and that takes money.
And have you done that?
I'm a sellout. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it's not that, babe. It's just, well, are you happy?
Yes, I am happy. I don't know. Most of the time I am. Something is missing.
Sure there is. Me. Come on, honey, you've got to tell her.
What about
I've been a memory too long. It's her turn now.
I had a great time. Felt like a kid for a while, but I cannot do this to her. This is my wife we're talking about.
Ira, who am I?
Oh, God. Valerie?
Ira.
What in the hell is going on here?
Ira, wait a minute. It's not what you think.
What the hell it is, and how could you do this to me?
Hey, wait a minute. Who's that?
Forget about her. Who is that? I want to introduce myself before I kill him.
Oh, my God. Ira. It's me. Oh, so you've been doing it, too.
What do you mean, too? Come on, everybody. Let's not get uptight.
You know, you're beginning to sound like something out of a rerun of the Mod Squad.
If there was ever a reason to get uptight, my friend, this has got to be it. What is going on here?
I don't know, but I guess two can be nostalgic as easily as one.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy is not taking my place.
But Ira, what about me? What about us?
Forget it. I must have been crazy to even consider it. I want the two of you out of here right now. Why? I haven't wasted my life. I deserve to be here. So does she.
Yeah, man, we've got a handle on all this stuff that counts. The dreams, the ideals, the love.
What are you talking about? You are 18 years old. You don't know squat about life or love. Real love is commitment. What am I saying?
But you're right. You're absolutely right. Ira, we almost made a stupid mistake. Say, we nearly lost each other because these two.
Where'd they go?
Who cares? They were beginning to annoy me anyway.
They? You mean we?
Were we really like that? All that arrogance, that naivete, that pomposity.
Idealism, the passion, the fire.
Well, what if they're right, Ira? What if we really wasted our lives?
You know, I wasn't aware of the fact that our lives were over. I mean, just don't suddenly lose your social conscience because you cut your hair, you know. Come here, will you? Come here. You know that world out there that you wanted to change? It's still out there. It's just that our focus narrowed, that's all.
Then we need to expand it.
What do you want to do? You want to drop a little acid and watch the walls melt?
No. No, I want my life to be about something more than watching my weight and thinking about how it used to be.
Why don't you make it that?
And how about you putting in some hours at that legal aid clinic that's always after you?
Maybe I will.
And maybe we could have a baby. As long as you're still insatiable.
I think I will be.
It has been said the 80s are just the 60s 20 years later. The costumes may change, but the cast remains. The arrogant, the radical, the naive, and the cynical
the misplaced, and the spaced. Each a stage in the growth of a generation as it treads the tail end of the 20th century.
Yes, I realize there are only 3 weeks left in the fundraising drive. That's why we've got to make as many contacts as we can. Uh-huh. Well, did you talk to him? Yeah? Jerry, everybody's tired. But we're too close to our goal to slow down now. Right. Yeah, I understand that, but... Well, look, all I ask is that you try, okay? All right, thanks. Bye.
There dwells within this parish a modern-day apostle and master builder who lists among his tools of trade a Bible, a rosary, and a calculator. His name, Father Mark Cassidy. Age, 42. A fair and noble man who's about to discover one of his accounts is still open. That account is labeled Guilt, and it's concealed in a ledger stored in the Twilight Zone.
Good morning to you, Father. Breakfast is up. The bacon's cooked and crisp the way you like it.
Well, I don't really have time for breakfast, Maggie. Got a meeting with the Trust Fall Foundation people this morning. But I could sure use a cup of that coffee.
You look like you could use a bed.
Maggie, please. We need the Foundation's participation in this drive, and I promised the bishop I'd get it. Is that the biggest cup we have?
Why not hook up the coffee pot to an IV? Oh, Father, I know. What you do with your life is your business.
Thank you.
But what you're doing with it is not so good. I gotta go. You're working too hard on this hospital wing. You don't eat right. You need rest. Keep it up, and I'll bet you 2 bones and a cup of milk you'll be the first person needing a bed when it finally opens.
It's a children's wing, Maggie. They won't admit me.
And I think you're worse than a child when it comes to taking care of your health.
School bell rang, Billy. Well, at least go in out of breath to show you made an effort.
Thanks, Father.
Maggie, call 911.
Father Mark, what is it? Father Mark!
Go back. There's been an accident. Call for help. Call for...
I remember that children's wing when it was nothing more than a dream.
Monsignor Perot. It's good to see you, as always.
I look forward to these monthly visits. Gets me out of the city. It makes me feel vital. Oh, do you mind?
No, please. How's the bishop?
Delirious. We don't know what you said to the Trustwell Foundation yesterday, but they've been calling all morning, asking, no, demanding to know what they can do to participate in the building of the hospital wing. Mark, I think we're going to reach our goals sooner than we think. Are you okay?
Oh, yes. I guess it's just the shock of all this coming to an end.
Well, maybe not too soon. Mrs. Dugan cornered me on the way in. She thinks you've been working too hard.
Perfectly all right. I work hard, sure, but so do you.
Oh, I know I do, but I also enjoy my time off. Mark, in the 20 years I've known you, I've yet to see you take a vacation.
There was just too much to be done around here.
I know. And if it wasn't for you, St. Timothy's would have closed its doors years ago. But you need a break, and I want you to take one.
Monsignor, with all due respect, I couldn't take a break right now even if I wanted to, not with us being so close.
But Mark,
I made a commitment to those children and their parents to build them this wing. They're counting on me. If I'm tired, that's a small price to pay for all the good that will come of it. Please, don't ask me to stop now. Not before we're finished. And Father Damien looked at the leper as though he were his brother. And he took the pipe from the leper's mouth and he put it in his own.
Oh, gross.
Well, it sounds awful, I know, but with that one selfless act, Father Damien gave the leper something very precious. He gave him dignity. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go out in the world and help lepers. There are countless other sacrifices you can make in your everyday life that will make you equally worthy in the eyes of the Lord.
Father Mark?
I'll be right back.
Wait! What's he running after? Let's go! Father Mark!
Don't just stand there, get help! Can't you see? Can't you see?
When Father Mark first came to me with the idea to raise money for the children's wing, my reaction was, we better get bigger collection plates. $2 million. I confess I had my doubts. But fortunately for all of us, he didn't. Father Mark, it is due to your undying faith and selfless devotion to the children of this community, to all of the people, that we finally reached our goal. The hospital wing will be built. And I'm happy to announce that from this day forward, it will be known as the Father Mark Cassidy Children's Wing.
This is a great honor. I guess I should be happy, but I don't know if I deserve this.
I know we all know this is an emotional time for all of us, so please, there's refreshments for everyone down in the church basement. These are lovely grounds. I'm surprised you don't make more use of them.
There's just no time.
For people whose business it is to preach eternity, it's ironic that we can't take a little moment to ourselves every now and then. Oh, these roses are special.
They were a favorite of a friend of mine.
You know, the bishop is singing praises about you. He thinks what you've accomplished here is nothing short of a miracle.
Well, please tell the bishop to reserve his praises for somebody more worthy than I.
There are very few.
Well, Senor, I am only a priest.
No, you're a good priest, and God won't think any the less of you if you pat yourself on the back every now and then.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, that's a matter for debate, and one that you'll now have plenty of time to reflect on.
No, there's still too much to be done around here.
Mark, this is not a request. The bishop has ordered you to take a leave.
But what about the clothing drive and the pageant and the operating costs?
Don't drive yourself so hard. Others can do those things.
No, they can't. You don't understand. There's something God wants me to do. Something here, right here. And I cannot leave until I find out what it is.
What it is? When you came here, St. Timothy's was on the verge of collapse. Now we got a thriving church, a school, a new hospital wing. The parish couldn't have survived without you. You've built a solid foundation. Now St. Timothy's can stand on its own.
What about me? What do I do now?
God gave you a mission, and you've completed it. Trust him to show you what to do next.
What do you want me to do? I live with Kelly's death every day. I keep hearing her crying, begging. Mark, help me. It was so senseless. Why her? Why wasn't she thrown from the car instead of me? How could you let it happen to her? It wasn't fair. I was the coward. I saw the flames, and I was afraid. I could have saved her. I know I could have saved her, but I was afraid. I didn't want to die, so I ran. I know I'm not worthy of your forgiveness, but I ask your mercy. Haven't I atoned enough for what I did? Please, I cannot go on like this. Tell me, why is this happening?
Good morning, Father.
Yes, it is.
You're looking extremely well this morning, Father.
Blessed are the pure in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. A message delivered from thousands of pulpits to millions of people yearning for peace, including one local parish priest whose road to peace and salvation crossed right through the Twilight Zone.
can feel the weight of your arms, your legs, and your body slipping away. It's a pleasant sensation. You're free of everything holding you back. You can think with perfect crystal clarity. Your name is Lorraine Guston, but you've had other names before this, other lives. They're buried deep inside. But now as you begin to float freely, they start to rise up within you. You can see them clearly. Now, search them for the most significant memory of your past lives. Open your thoughts and let the sights and sounds come in.
I'm sewing. I work in a dressmaker's shop.
Good. What year is it?
A long time ago.
Okay, good. Now, look around you. What do you see? What's happening?
They're shouting at the door. Men with guns. They're wearing uniforms, red. British soldiers. They say they know we're hiding revolutionaries. I keep telling them, no, we only make dresses. We don't know. We haven't seen her. Oh, God, they don't believe us. They don't believe me. Torches, they're setting the shop on fire. They won't let us out, please. Oh, God.
It's all right. It's all right. Mrs. Guston, listen to me. It's all right. It's all right. The fire is disappearing. You're safe. You're safe. It's going away. Everything is as it was. Yes, now you're starting to come back down. You're floating back down. You can feel the weight returning to your legs and your arms. I'll touch your hand, and when I do, you will awaken feeling refreshed, and you will remember everything you've seen. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know how to thank you, Miss McNeil. I feel better than I've been in years. For the first time, I understand why I'm so afraid of fire and men in uniforms. And to think it was a memory, and from so long ago.
If we all knew that we'd lived before, and if we could remember those past lives, we'd understand ourselves so much better. Maybe we'd be kinder to one another, knowing that in a previous life we were poor or hurting or hungry.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have you ever tried yourself?
It's ironic, I suppose. I've never been able to remember any of my own past lives. But I keep trying every day. Someday, who knows?
Mary McNeil, dealer in dreams and memories, to whom the uncovering of past lives is the greatest good she can render to a forgetful humanity.
Your name is Mary McNeil, but you have had other names before this.
8:57 p.m., and Mary McNeil makes another attempt to discover a previous life. However, the journey she is about to take is to a different place, a land whose borders are defined by the region we call the Twilight Zone.
Now, search them for the most significant memory of all of your past lives. Search them for the most significant memory of all of your past lives. Nothing again. Well, at least I got some sleep. Vivancourt, I'm so sorry. I know it's the oldest excuse in the world, but I overslept and I rushed out without even thinking to call. Excuse me.
But have we met?
Oh, of course. We made the appointment by phone. I'm Mary McNeil. You called me last week about wanting help with your memory?
You must be mistaken. There's nothing wrong with my memory.
Oh, certainly. What I meant was the memory of your lives before this one. I can assure you it's a very simple process.
In my last life, I was Corporal Lon Desmond. I fought in the Second World War and won the Medal of Honor. Awarded posthumously, of course.
But you know? But how?
The medal? It was nothing. I jumped on a grenade to save my squad.
That's amazing. How did you know that?
Look, I really don't have time for this sort of foolishness. Thank you, and good day.
He ever gave me any changes. I had the same problem with the boss my last life. Man, just my luck to get stuck like that 2 lifetimes in a row. You know, how's it going with you, eh?
Excuse me, miss, can I help you?
This used to be my office.
That must have been some time ago. I've been here for the last 2 years. Is there something I can do for you? Are you looking for work? You say this used to be your office. Are you out of work?
It's difficult to explain. You see, I woke up this morning, and I don't know what's happening anymore. I mean, I don't know if I've changed or if the world's changed, but something's happened. I don't even know why I'm bothering you with all this. It's just that there's nobody else for me to talk to.
Yes, there is. Now, if it's any help, you're not alone. A lot of people have trouble adjusting to their new lives. That's why we're here. If you would just fill out this form, and when you've finished, we'll talk. My name's Jim Sinclair. I'll be sitting at the desk over there. Excuse me. What's a regression therapist?
It's nothing. I don't think it matters anymore.
Relationship counselor, self-help instructor, 2 years as head of a crisis counseling unit. You have a high priority on helping others, an admirable quality. I see you didn't list anything from your previous life.
I didn't know that you could.
It helps, particularly when you've developed no skills in this life. Now, if we can just run through the jobs you had in your last 3 or 4 lifetimes, starting with the most recent. We won't go back more than a couple of 100 years. There's not much call for blacksmiths.
Well, I've always felt that I must have lived during the Depression.
Felt?
That is, I'm always very moved when I see pictures from that time. As if I knew what those people were going through.
Could you give me some references for this life? Name some of the people you might have known.
I really don't remember.
Addresses, marriages, schools, technical, liberal, anything at all? Look, I'm trying to help you, Miss McNeil. I can't do that if you won't help me.
I didn't say I wouldn't. Listen, I'm sorry I took so much of your time. Thank you for your help.
Sinclair here. I just had a woman in here who listed only her present life on her resume. Yes, that's right. When I pressed her for details on her past lives, she claimed she couldn't remember them. No, I don't think she's a new soul. She didn't have that vacant look so many of them have. Mary McNeil. Yes, I agree. She could be the one we're looking for.
So her behavior was significant, you say?
A lot of people disapprove of what we do.
Doesn't sound like disapproval. It was more like shock, as if she'd never seen such a thing before.
It's possible she's been out of circulation for a time. That happens. And then there is the other
So
possibility.
we discussed, but I'm not ready to accept that theory. There's something wrong here. I think she's hiding something, this one. Before we do anything, we must be certain.
Will you bring her in?
If we don't decide to kill her first.
Miss? Miss, are you okay?
Go away. Let me die in peace.
I'll go get help.
No. No. You know the law. Anybody who wants to die can die. It's my right, and you can't take it away. I've chosen exposure, malnutrition, sleeping pills. It's a lot cleaner than a bullet, isn't it? Guns scare me. A lot of things scare me.
Why in God's name do you want to die?
In my last life, I had a nice job, a nice family. People liked me. Can you imagine that? But now look at me. Look at me. Look at this body I was born in. I have tried everything. Nothing works. I'm going to start over. I'd like to go to sleep.
No.
What do you care?
I care plenty. Not because of what you look like or who you are, but because you're needed in this lifetime. Surrendering is wrong. You're needed in the here and now, not in your next lifetime.
Nobody needs me.
I need you. Seems I don't have anyone or anything. Maybe we could start over together. Can you give me that chance? Can you give me that much? I'll go get help. I'll be right back. There's a woman back there. Can you get an ambulance? I think she's dying. This man from the agency. No.
Sorry, miss.
No. No. Promise me you'll get that woman an ambulance.
We'll look after
Promise
her.
me.
I promise.
Okay, let's go.
What about the woman?
What about her?
I made a promise.
Get her an ambulance.
Are you doing this to me?
Call us concerned citizens, Miss McNeil. We're part of a group not quite sanctioned by our government, but then not entirely denied either. We play hide and seek. We seek out people like you, your kind.
What kind is that?
Well, that's what we've brought you here to determine. Who are you, Miss McNeil? Really? I've heard that you claim not to know who you were in your previous lives. You must understand that that's quite irregular. It's utterly unheard of. And we can find no documentation on you. No identity papers, no place of residence. It's as if you did not exist. And if you do not exist, then no one will miss you. So you see, it's in your best interest to cooperate with us. What are you trying to hide? Who were you in your previous lives?
I told you, I don't remember.
Remember. Remember what? Names? Places? Body counts? Have you been to Moscow lately? Guyana? Uganda? What names did you go by in your past lives? The Borgias? Attila the Hun? Lady Macbeth? We can run down the whole bloody litany if you like, if it helps to jog your failing memory. Haven't seen our friend Adolf in a while. Could there be a little Führer hiding in there?
Leave me alone. You could be telling the truth. If she is, and she's the one we're
Not
looking
in
for.
front of her. If she's telling the truth, we're going to find out soon enough.
And when we went to Daddy's funeral, Mommy said we should be brave. I wore my new blue dress, and I read a poem that I wrote myself. After it was all over, Mommy said we had to move.
Earlier.
But I didn't want to.
Go earlier.
I don't know.
Who were you?
I don't remember.
I'm going to double the serum.
That could kill her.
We're going to have to take that chance.
Welcome back, Miss McNeil.
Oh, my head.
It'll soon pass. You were telling the truth. For what it's worth, we're sorry we had to put you through all that. But you're free to go.
Just like that. What about my life? What? Sorry, wrong number. Just hang up and walk away like nothing ever happened.
Precisely, Miss McNeil. Unless, of course, you would care to work for us.
See you in hell first.
Sinclair, get us some water. We're offering you a very rare chance, Miss McNeil, to go from a prisoner to a savior. You are a healer. We ask you to help us heal. We want you to help us forget. Forget who and what and where we were.
You're out of your mind.
Perhaps I am. Maybe we all are. Look around you. Did you smell the madness out there? It gets worse with every generation. You can smell the death that we needn't fear because we come back, but which is with us from the cradle to the grave. Think of dying and then the new agony of rebirth, and you remember it all, Miss McNeil. We're so busy avenging the past that we lose the present. That's the world we live in. That's the waking horror that's our everyday existence.
What can I do to help you?
You have a gift. We need you to teach us that gift. We need you to help us let the past be swallowed by silence. No more carrying grudges across the centuries. No more longing for days and lives past. Just the moment. And the thrill of making this life as good as it can be. We've waited so long for you, Miss McNeil. If we were harsh, it was out of fear and hope. When we first met, I knew you wanted to help people. We're giving you the greatest opportunity that's ever been given to a person. Help us, Miss McNeil. Help us to forget.
Your name is Ruth Warden. That is the only name that you will remember. Let the memories of your past lives fade. When you awaken, you will remember only that you are Ruth Warden, and you will begin your life with a fresh start.
Mary McNeil, who set out on a voyage of discovery that brought her home again by a most curious route. now appointed guardian of doors best kept sealed in the mirror, mirror world of the Twilight Zone. Your attention is drawn to the residence of the Brockman clan, an ancient mansion, its paneled walls polished by darkness, a lightless, soundless place upon which a greater darkness has fallen. The object of the Death Watch, Selina Brockman, grand dame of the menagerie, who lies in her bed in an inch-by-inch battle with death, trying somehow to reach a compromise instead of a capitulation.
What is your prognosis, Doctor?
Take 2 of these every 4 hours to relieve the pain. If it gets any worse, call me.
You'll come tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, of course.
You didn't answer my question. How is dear Aunt Selina?
She's dying, Miss Brockman. She's been dying for some time. The only difference now is that death begins to have clearly defined lines, and you discover that it knows your name. Is that the answer you were looking for?
Just concerned, Doctor. I was thinking tomorrow after your visit, maybe we could go out for a drink. Does this mean you won't be coming by tomorrow?
In case your aunt didn't tell you, I inherited this family from my father, who got it from his, and that carries a certain obligation. A word you may not be familiar with. So, yes, I'll be here tomorrow. Only question is whether Selina will still be with us.
Dr. Burrell, Selina won't die tonight. She'll hold on as long as she has to.
Come in. Your coach awaits, madame.
Okay, let me just do one last check.
Are you sure about all this? It's a long way to go on the basis of a telephone conversation.
She's my aunt. They say she needs me.
But you never even met her.
No, but I've heard about her. My dad used to talk about her in this sort of whispery tone of voice that he usually saved for anything that was unusual or exotic or just plain different.
She sounds weird.
She's dying.
Any talk of an inheritance?
Susan!
Well,
some, depending on my going down there and helping out. But I'm really just more curious than anything else. Okay, that's it.
last chance.
Suze, I spent my whole life within walking distance of this place. I think I'm entitled to a little adventure, don't you?
Okay.
You'll have free run of the house. If you want to find anything, just ask. This is Orville. He's our sort of combination handyman and village idiot. Oh, relax. He's quite deaf. All you have to do is turn away when you talk. You can say anything you like. Isn't that right, Orville?
Who's that?
My mother. She's quite harmless. I don't even think she knows we're here. I'm told there's a family resemblance.
You'll just have a minute. I'm giving her something to help her sleep.
Deborah Brockman, you sent for me. I'll be helping to look after you, so if you need anything at all, day or night.
I don't think she realized how hard she was squeezing.
Is she as ill as they say?
Worse, but she hangs on.
She's a strong woman.
Well, I'm not sure I would call it strength. It's more like a desperate clutching for life. It's as if she's waiting for something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so morbid.
Oh, that's all right. This place will do it to anyone.
Well, for what it's worth, good luck. I hope you won't need it. See you tomorrow.
About bothering you. I mean, it's just a spot. Still. I didn't want to mention it in front of Aunt Selina.
No, that's good. You can't be too careful. Though in this case, it's curious but harmless. It's a liver spot.
A liver spot?
Well, it's uncommon in someone as young as you, but it's completely benign. You probably got it from too much sun.
How could it appear so suddenly?
Probably the skin's been darkening by degrees for some time and only now become noticeable. Since there's only one of them, good bleaching cream 2 or 3 times a day will do it. And stop hanging out on the beach.
Doctor? If you're quite finished, your real patient would like to see you now.
Yes, well, if her condition has progressed as I expect, I'm surprised she can still see anyone.
Good afternoon, Doctor. And isn't it a perfectly splendid day? Well?
Pulse is stronger. Heartbeat seems to have stabilized a little.
You sound surprised.
Well, frankly, I am. When I came through the door, I expected to find...
A corpse?
I wouldn't have put it that indelicately.
Perhaps you're a better physician than you give yourself credit for.
No. I'm good. I'm not that good.
Aunt Selina has a very powerful will to live, Doctor.
Yes. So it seems. Now, I don't want you overexerting yourself. This could be a temporary remission. You don't want to cause a relapse.
Oh, I'll be very careful, Doctor.
Well, thanks, Harvey. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you feeling all right, Debbie?
Oh, I think so. Just a little tired, that's all. Probably need something to eat.
Why don't you go lie down? I'll bring you something in a little while.
Thank you. I think I will do that.
Yeah.
It's Deborah Brockman. I know it's late, but can you come here?
Is it Selina?
No, it's me. Please hurry.
Deborah?
Back here.
Why are you sitting here in the dark?
I don't know what's happening to me.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Look at me.
I know. I'm gonna get you to the hospital and do some tests. Come on, Jack. I mean, there must be something you can do.
What? Look, we've run every test we've got. Blood count, cell structure, you name it, we've put her through it. And we can't find anything wrong with her.
You've got eyes. You've seen her. Looks like premature aging to me.
I agree. It's a nice label, but until we know what the cause is, that's all it is. Look, I'll arrange a CAT scan, see what radiology's got. If I hear anything at all, I'll let you know. Now go home and get some sleep.
Dr. Chen, OR3.
I'm sure this is quite unnecessary, Doctor.
Yes, I'll decide that for the time being. Whatever's hit Deborah, I have to know if it's contagious.
I've never felt better in my life. Neither has Aunt Selina.
And your mother?
Oh, she never changes. She just sits up there in her catbird seat watching the world go by. That's a souvenir from childhood, if you don't mind.
My niece is correct. We don't need a doctor. Your interest is appreciated, but as you can see, we're all perfectly well.
Oh, yes, I can see that. It's a curious coincidence, isn't it? Deborah's showing signs of premature aging.
I said that would be all, Doctor. In fact, I should think that you will no longer be required. Payment for your services will be sent on to your office.
Well, what about Deborah?
Oh, we'll see to it that she gets all the best care. You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
Fine. Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll choose what I want to concern myself with. Good day. What is it? The diary? The Brockmans? July 17th, 1940. Our picnic was almost ruined by a fire when a horse kicked over a kerosene lantern. Only Martha was burned. The physician says she'll be all right, but we'll have to live with a scar for the rest of her life. It's in the same place as her daughter's scar. Can you get me back in there tonight? Martha Brockman. Are you? You're Diane. You're the daughter.
What are you doing here?
At first, I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it.
What are you talking about?
I went to the hospital. I did some checking. Diane Brockman has green eyes and no visible scars. The woman sitting in that chair has green eyes. So what color are yours? And where did you get that scar? How old are you really, Martha?
Get out.
Oh, it's a convenient deal, isn't it?
Get out of here! Get out of this house!
Not before I talk to Selena.
No.
Selena! Selena! My God.
Selena, he knows.
It isn't right, Selena. Give Deborah back her years. You know it isn't right.
Not right? What do you know about it? The game is longevity, Doctor. You play at it with your medicines and your stethoscopes, but we've won. There's one rule, Doctor. It has nothing to do with morality or love. When illness or death encroach, the trade takes place. That's the way it's always been and the way it always will be.
No. Get away. Get away from me! Mommy!
Orville, rest his soul. Selena, Martha. Well, maybe she'll finally find some peace.
Just one missing.
Missing?
One of the neighbors said he saw a woman break through a window. Her clothes were on fire. When we got there, she was gone. Hard to figure.
That's Diane. Deborah, thank God you're all right.
What's happening?
Where to begin? I'm not sure that I understand it myself.
Did anyone survive?
I don't know. We're not sure about Diane.
Dr. Chen, OR 3.
What do you think?
She's old, indigent, with massive burns over most of her body and face. I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Best we can do is try to make her last hours as comfortable as possible.
Did you notice, though, her left arm seems to be healing quite fast?
For all the good it'll do.
It's the strangest thing. I mean, it doesn't hurt or anything, but just look at it. I swear I didn't burn myself, but there it is. I've been wondering if it's psychosomatic. Maybe I've been working on the burn ward too long.
Dr. Robbins, call 23.
Jane Doe, age unknown. Sole survivor of a terrible fire, soon to undergo a miraculous recovery. A living warning to those who fail to perceive the distinction that there is a difference between the fear of death and the love of life, especially in the Twilight Zone.